The absolute Finnish folklore that I'm acquainted with, right down the center core, this is what I have received. If I'm on the bottom floor opening the door and letting you in, or if I'm on the rooftop, or if I'm in one of the windows in between, remains to be seen, where I sit at the dinner table. But down the line, it was, to make a long story short, the anvil and hammering out a sword. What else would you do with an anvil? And this would be a Roman influence because anything metal would come from Rome and or somewhere else because we're still using caveman things. So we're whittling out our knife. That guy on we've seen before that's making all of the old tools from days of yore. So this is still at that level. So this iron business would be a Roman influence. So this is tainted. This is misleading. This is anything along those lines. This is subservitude, just like the lion on the flag. This is reference to Rome and having to feed people to the lions. So there's a form of capitulation that's taking place. You have to see the tree through the forest type of thing. The color blue and white, I imagine this would belong strictly to, that area because at the end of Rome, we're still standing there with a stick in our hand, long beard and painted blue. It's the first castle, 500, maybe 1,000 years after Rome falls. So lock, stock, and barrel, knight in shining armor down to anything you can think of is a copy of Rome. You have to think of the loincloth meeting the long underwear type of thing is, what's taking place. So outside of that, the reindeer herders is strictly, and then if you want to bring in the horse, the difference between the horse and the reindeer, because that's where the Mongols are able to be associated with that area also. Then it's that distinction between communism and the mammal communism and then the reptilian mammalism. And, where do we go from there? We're reaching the sky. The reptile is turning into the woolly mammoth. An elephant is a reptile that wants to be a mammal. The reindeer lose their horns because they're reaching the sun. And then, birds, were fish, before they swam in the water. The tree comes out and becomes green, goes back in and comes out a frog, and then they all